greatest time of my life, quite frankly. Being local from Brownsboro and graduating from high school there, and then getting the opportunity to come play football for the Cardinals via Coach Andrus, who had recruited me. Really the best of both worlds. Didn't have to go far away from family to give them the ability to come watch me play. Me to also sneak back on some games back in high school and watching them as well. Really what I reflect back on is my time as a football player and being a quarterback here, and the leadership attributes that were taught to me through football and through sport. But really, when I talk to people about TVCC or HICJIC, it was the foundation for everything that I've become today. That foundation of education that I received here prepared me successfully to go on to those ventures, and ultimately practicing law for a little over 20 years, then being county court at law judge here in Henderson County for the last 8. So again, I attribute and give TVCC all the credit for really putting me where I am today. Coach Andrus was my head coach. He's recruited me out of high school, and I had the honor of being inducted with him in the Hall of Fame in 2014. Probably a close number 2, or there's 2 number 2s. Mike Peak, he got me involved. He really involved himself in the students' lives. He was, see you when you came in the student union building and ask you how you're doing. Got me involved in I guess, politics, student senate and things of that stuff. And just had a tremendous impact from that standpoint of really teaching you to don't just be a student and just put in your time here, but be a student, be involved in the process. And Rip Drumgold, Dr. Drumgold, was just somebody that I thought a lot of, knew him well. He was very supportive as an administrator here. But those probably the 3 men that just had a huge impact on me as I grew into a man during those years. The people. Again, I think you can go back to Coach Andrus, Mike, Mr. Peak, Dr. Drumgold. It felt like family. I mean, it was a small town atmosphere, but just because something is small town still doesn't mean it has to be family. And I think that each of those men, everybody involved, from the professors, from the hands-on education that you received from the professors, which you could do from smaller classrooms. You had this sense of belonging that transcended anything else. I mean, I knew I belonged here and was part of something larger than myself. And when you're 17, 18, I guess the time looking for that, that's important to keep you on the right track at that age, and it was just very instrumental in a lot of things in life. It gave me the foundation, educational-wise, in order to do what I'm doing today. Without the instructors that I had here, I wouldn't have been prepared to go to the different colleges I went to after here, which is typical of a junior college football player. It prepared me to what I was going to go through in law school, prepared me from the leadership capacity to understanding about being an attorney and representing people and having a presence in court, all the way to the confidence of when a good friend of mine retired for County Court at Law number 1, I decided to run for that position, and then ultimately have success in winning the election in that. I attribute everything to here, and just that foundation that I was taught, whether it be, again, administration, my coaches, my peers in class, as well as professors. It means everything to me and my family. We will come out and watch football games. We've come out and watched volleyball games, basketball games. I mean, it's just, I've always tried to give TVCC the support that they gave me. Come out here a lot and talk to different classes. And one of the things that I try to stress to students is don't underestimate what you have your hands on, because the education that you can receive here is top notch, and it can prepare you for anything that you're going to do in the future, as it did me. And I'm gonna blow their horn or toot that horn, whatever you want to say, and I'll always be thankful. And again, for everything that they provided for me, and I try to give back from that standpoint. I got goosebumps. I got my blazer, my red blazer. I almost thought about wearing it, but I didn't. No, it's in my closet today. You know, as you get older, you look back at things you accomplished in life. Was all the hard work worth it? And what that did, all in the matter of minutes, because it's something I didn't know was coming, it almost took my breath away to understand that yes, hard work pays off, that people do recognize hard work, and it just meant everything to me. And probably then figuring out that Coach Andrews, who had passed away some years ago, again, he was my head coach, was probably one of the most influential coaches and people that was in my life next to my dad. And so getting to I guess, put on that red blazer, I believe it was his son that was here and that did that as well, was very touching to me. But overall, it was just a rubber stamp on the fact that, yeah, you made a difference, and that's pretty cool. What I want to be emphatic, and I've always been about TVCC, is not underestimating what you have your hands on. It is a great education that will prepare you for anything you're going to do in life. Maybe just go here and go into a profession that you don't have any further college. That's okay. It's still somewhere that you can start, and it's going to give you the ability to have success. And I think a lot of times, you know, people may think this is a community college or something. TVCC is so much more than a community college. It has a administration that's second to none. Some of their teachers, they may have retired by now, but are here for 40, 50 years that actually taught me that we're still here. So that kind of tells you something about the belief that they have in the college. And I want to make sure that everybody who comes through here has that same belief that, man, I've got my hands on something special, and I really need to take advantage of that. My name is Scott Williams, and I am TVCC.